In this video, I'm going to teach you how to say the parts of the human eye in Japanese, but first, I will teach you how to explain what the human eye is using these two sentences. 目は光を受容する感覚器である。光の情報は目で受容され中枢神経系の動きによって視覚が生じる。Which means the eye is a sensory organ that detects light. Information from the light is received, and via the movements of the central nervous system, the eye is a sensory organ that receives light. Information from the light is received, and via movements of the central nervous system, a detection of light occurs. As indicated by the website, there are two ways to say the word eye. They both have the exact same pronunciation, and they're pretty much interchangeable, so I really don't know why there has to be two of them. Anyway, this is one of the ways to spell it. It's pronounced meh. And this is the other way to spell it. And it's also pronounced meh. As I mentioned in a previous video, wa, this is actually ha, but it's pronounced wa when it goes after the topic of a sentence. This is the word hikari, which means light. And it's pronounced hikari. As I mentioned in a previous video, this is pronounced wo, and it goes after the subject of a sentence. I mean the object, not subject. The word I'm about to show you means reception. It is spelled with this symbol. And this symbol. This symbol is pronounced je, and this one is pronounced yo. Juyo means reception. Now, interesting thing about Japanese is you can turn a noun into a verb by putting the word suru behind it, spelled like this. Suru means to do, and if you put it behind a noun, it can become a verb. For example, putting suru behind the word juyo changes it to juyo suru, which means to receive. Instead of it being reception, now it's a verb. Now I'm going to teach you how to say sensory organ. First, the first symbol means feeling, and it's spelled like this. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Hold on, let me do that again, because it didn't feel like it was perfect enough. It looks a little different than this when I write it on paper with a pen. Anyway, the next symbol looks like this. And then the third symbol looks like this. The first symbol is pronounced kan. The second symbol is pronounced kak. And the third symbol is pronounced ki. If you put it together, it becomes kankaki, which means sensory organ. Okay, at the end of the sentence, there is usually a verb in Japanese. And the verb in this one is de aru, which means to be. Or is, depending on how it's being used in the sentence. Encyclopedias and stuff like that tend to use de aru instead of another word that is this. They basically mean the same thing, but it's more common to see de aru in an encyclopedia or something, and it's more common to see this when in conversation. Now you can read this sentence. Me wa hikari o juyou suru kankaki de aru, which means the eye is a sensory organ that receives light. This is me, which means I. Wa is the topic marker. Hikari means light. O is the object marker. Juyou suru means to receive. Kankaki, sensory organ. De aru means is. I was going to teach you how to say the second sentence too, but I'm running out of time, so instead, for now, I'll just tell you the parts of the human eye. Okay, the first part is the posterior chamber, or at least that one was labeled as number 1 in the picture. How to say posterior chamber in Japanese. The first symbol is this one. It's pronounced ko. The second symbol is this one. It's pronounced gan. And the third symbol is this one. And it's pronounced bo. Koganbo, posterior chamber. The next part is the ora serrata, and it's called kyojoen. To spell it, you need this symbol. And it's pronounced kyo. The second symbol is jo, and it's spelled like this. Jo. And the third symbol is this. It's pronounced N. Kyojoin, ora serrata. And now for the musculus solaris. This is written as Moyo Taikin in Japanese. The first symbol looks like this. Hold on. This one doesn't write that well. Moyo Taikin. The first symbol is spelled it's pronounced mo. The second symbol is pronounced yo. The third symbol is pronounced tai. And the fourth symbol is pronounced king. Moyo Taikin. Musculus solaris. And now for the zonule of Zen, or Zen's zonule. I'm not even sure what a zonule is, to tell you the truth, but it's in the eye. To say zonule of Zen, it's written as Chin Shou Tai, and it's spelt like this. The first two symbols are katakana. Chin. The last two symbols are kanji symbols. The first one is the symbol for small, sho, and it's pronounced like this, sho. Fourth symbol, I don't really remember what it means, but I do know how to pronounce it. It's pronounced Tai. Chin Shou Tai, zonule of Zen. And now for Schlem's canal. That is written as Schlemkan, and it's spelt like this. This is in katakana. But the last symbol is kanji. And it's pronounced kan. Schlemkan, Schlem's canal. Now I will teach you how to spell and say pupil. Now, there are two ways to spell pupil. The one I'm about to show you is far more common in songs. And it's spelled like this. And it's pronounced hitomi. The second symbol, the second way to spell it, is comprised of two symbols. The first one is the same symbol you saw earlier, but this time it'll be pronounced do instead of hitomi. The second symbol, I don't really know what this symbol means, I just know how to pronounce it. And together they're pronounced do ko. So either hitomi or doko means pupil. Earlier I taught you how to say posterior chamber. Now I'm going to teach you how to say anterior chamber. It's pronounced zenganbo. The first symbol, zen, means in front of or before. And it's written like this. And it's pronounced zen. The second symbol, gan, by itself is pronounced me and means I, but when it's part of this word, it's pronounced gan. And the last symbol, bo. Zenganbo, anterior chamber. Now we will learn how to say cornea, the white parts of the eye. The first symbol is kaku, which means angle. Hold on. Okay, the first symbol is kaku. It means angle. Oh wait, I spelled it wrong. Hold on. Okay, start over. Okay, it's pronounced ka, the letter ka and the letter ku. Okay, the second symbol is maku. I'm not really sure what it means, I just know how to pronounce it. Okay, and this is how it's written. And it's pronounced maku. Kakmak, cornea. Oh, I just found out that maku by itself means membrane. Now we're going to learn how to say iris. Iris happens to be my favorite part of the eye because it can come in different colors. And I actually once knew someone that had irises that changed color in different lighting from between gray and some kind of yellow. Between gray and green. It was actually pretty cool. Anyway, iris is kosai. The first symbol in iris. Hold on. I'm using the wrong. The first symbol in iris is rainbow, and it's pronounced ko. By itself, it's pronounced niji, though. Okay, this is pronounced ko. By itself, it means niji. The second, rainbow. And the second letter is sai. I'm not sure what this one means, I just know how to pronounce it. Kousai means iris. Now we'll learn how to say lens cortex. It's in Japanese, it's suisho taihitsu. The first symbol, and this is a really hard word to pronounce, but the first symbol is sui. By itself, it's pronounced mizu and means water. But in this word, it's pronounced sui. The second letter is sho. I'm not really sure what it means by itself. Sho. The third letter is tai. By itself, it's pronounced karada. It means body. The fourth letter is this symbol. Not really sure what it means. But in this word, it's pronounced he. And the fifth letter is tsu. I'm not sure what this symbol means by itself either. I just know how to pronounce it. So, suisho taihitsu means lens cortex. And now for lens nucleus. In Japanese, it is suisho taikak. The first symbol is sui. By itself, it's pronounced mizu and means water, but in this word, it's pronounced sui. The second letter is sho. The third letter is tai. By itself, it's pronounced karada and means body. But in this word, it's pronounced tai. The fourth letter is kak, and it means nucleus. This letter can be a little bit tricky to write. Kak. Suisho taikak means lens nucleus. And now for the ciliary process. Moyo taitoki. The first symbol is mo. I'm pretty sure this means hair when it's by itself, but I don't remember. Anyway, it's pronounced mo. The second letter is yo. By itself, it's pronounced sama and is a suffix for Mr. and Mrs. when talking about someone of higher importance than you, for example, like a king or something. But in this word, it's pronounced yo. The third letter is tai. The fourth letter is tot. I don't really remember what this symbol means. Now, even though it ends in the letter tsu, it ends in a lowercase tsu when the next letter is behind it. And that's because if it wasn't like that, it would be a little bit harder to pronounce the word. That's literally the only reason. Moyo taitoki, ciliary process. And now for the conjunctiva. For the record, I don't really know what most of these parts are or what they do. I just know how to say them. Conjunctiva in Japanese is ketsumaku. The first symbol is this one, and it's pronounced ket. The second symbol I think it means membrane. It's pronounced maku. It's funny how in Japanese the symbols actually tell you a little bit about the word you're spelling, even if you don't know what it means. In English, Ketsumaku means conjunctiva. And now for the inferior oblique muscle. It's pronounced kashakin in Japanese. The first symbol is this one. It's pronounced ka, and it means under or below. The second symbol is sha. I'm not sure what this one means. But it's pronounced sha. The third symbol is kin, which means muscle. Kashakin, inferior oblique muscle. And now for the inferior rectus muscle. That is kachokin. The first symbol, just like in the last word, it's ka, which means under or below. It's pronounced like that. The second symbol is chok, which means straight. And it's written like this. And it's pronounced chok. Oh, that's the wrong symbol. The third symbol is kin, and it means muscle. Kachokin means inferior rectus muscle. And now for medial rectus muscle. That is naisochokin. And it is written, the first symbol is this. It means inside of something. And it's pronounced nai. The second symbol is sok. I'm not really entirely sure what this one means. And this is how it's pronounced. Sok. And of course the third symbol means straight. And it's pronounced like this. Chok. And the fourth symbol is kin and means muscle. Naisochokin, medial rectus muscle. Okay, now for the Arteriovenous retinal, if I pronounced it right. In Japanese, it is Momak no Dojo Myak, and the first symbol is spelled like this. I really don't like the symbols where you have to write something inside of something. Those are usually very difficult. Did I spell that right? Hold on. Okay, the next symbol. Maku, which means, what does it mean? Not nucleus. I'm trying to remember. I just said it a few minutes ago. Anyway, this is the letter no. It means apostrophe S or the word of. Okay. Do means movement. I have no idea what this symbol means. Let's see. Okay, the first letter is pronounced mo. The second letter is maku. Mo-mak. This is the letter no. And then this symbol is pronounced do. This symbol is pronounced jo. And this symbol is pronounced, where is that letter? Myak. Mo-mak no dojo myak means Arteriovenous retinal. I might not have enough footage to finish this video. I'm probably going to have to split it into 2 parts. And now for optic disc. In Japanese, that is Shishin Kei Ban. The first symbol is shi. It means sight, as in one of the 5 senses. It's pronounced shi. The second letter is shin. I'm not really sure what this symbol means. Wait. It's pronounced shin. Actually, I think I do know what that symbol is. Okay, the third letter is K. The fourth letter is N, and it means circle. And the fifth letter is Han, which means, I don't remember what that means.